Hi, I am Dr. Satyam Rajvanshi, BM Interventional Cardiology. I am Head of Heart and Vascular Center at Rajvansh Hospital in Muzaffarnagar. Today we will discuss about blood pressure or hypertension. What is high blood pressure? What are the risk factors which cause blood pressure and how to prevent and treat it? So what is high blood pressure? We'll understand it once we understand what is blood pressure actually. In every heartbeat, the heart contracts and relaxes, and whenever the heart contracts, it pumps blood into the blood vessels which drive the blood through all our body. On the heart contraction, the pressure of blood which it exerts against the wall of the blood vessel, that is the blood pressure. It has to remain within its normal range to be able to properly supply blood to all our organs. But whenever the blood pressure goes out of its normal range, there are lot of side effects, there are lot of adverse effects which it causes on all the organs. The relatively serious complications of high blood pressure for a long time are like stroke or paralysis, heart attack or heart failure, kidney damage or kidney failure. It can even cause damage to our eyesight. In fact, it can even cause vision loss. So, what are the risk factors for causing? What are the factors which cause high blood pressure? The main factor is age, which is the most common factor. As a person goes over the age of 30 or 40 years, our blood vessels, they tighten or they lose their flexibility and our blood pressure rises. So as a person grows up, the blood pressure, the usual tendency is for the blood pressure to go up. Next is lack of physical activity. So as our daily routine is changing due to modernization, the physical activity which is in our routine is going down and down. And that's why our arteries are losing their flexibility and the blood pressure is going up. The other unhealthy lifestyle choices, which are so many, like eating more fatty and processed food, eating more salt, smoking, and eating more non-vegetarian diet. It is all causing increase in build-up of bad cholesterol in our blood, which again leads to decrease in flexibility in our blood vessels and rise in blood pressure. Another important factor is family history of blood pressure. If any one of your blood relatives are already suffering from blood pressure, there are high chances that we may develop blood pressure when our age increases. Another very important factor in our modern time is stress. It may be financial, it may be due to family, it may be due to our society. Inability to manage the stress is a major cause of hypertension or high blood pressure in our modern times. Moving on, the signs and symptoms. They are basically hypertension or blood pressure is called silent killer, because it doesn't have much signs or symptoms. Unless the blood pressure rises very fast or to a very high level, when it may cause symptoms like headache or bursting headache or even loss of vision. It may even cause difficulty in breathing or palpitation or heaviness in chest. So unless the blood pressure rises very fast or to a very high level, the signs and symptoms of blood pressure are either non-existent or they are very non-specific. The patient may just complain of fatigue or tiredness or some heaviness in head. So basically the easiest way to know if we have a high blood pressure or not is to get it measured by a practicing doctor, or you can even measure it yourself by self home monitoring blood pressure apparatus, and you can tally it with your doctor or you can tally it with the normal levels which I will tell you about. So anybody in the adult age group, if the blood pressure is above 120 over 80. So what is this? The blood pressure which we talk about, it has two components. The component which is set first is the systolic blood pressure, that is the upper blood pressure, and the diastolic is the lower blood pressure, which is the second number which we talk about. So 120 by 80 is systolic over diastolic blood pressure. These are the two parts of blood pressure. Any of these two parts, if it is more than the normal range, then the person is said to have blood pressure. If repeated measurements are showing that the range of blood pressure is above the norm. So for a normal person, if the upper range of blood pressure, the upper number of the blood pressure is more than 140, he is definitely hypertensive and might need some lifestyle changes, and even may need some medication also. If the blood pressure is between 120 and 140, the patient is in risk of hypertension. So the patient should consult the physician and consider that his lifestyle needs some changes, the diet needs some changes, and then the blood pressure may come down to normal range. So what is the normal range? The upper blood pressure remains below 120, and the below the number of blood pressure remains below 90, right? So the normal blood pressure for most of the adult people is 120 over 80. The range may go up to 130 for the above number, and the range may go up to 90 for the below number. So if you have such symptoms like persistent headache, chest heaviness, and if you have fatigue, if you are tired most of the time, if you get breathless on minimal exertion, then you should definitely consider checking your blood pressure yourself or by a practicing physician. In case you are diagnosed with blood pressure, or you are diagnosed at risk of blood pressure, means your BP reading is above 130 systolic or above 90 diastolic, then you must definitely consider changing your lifestyle with the following points. The number one solution for this hypertension epidemic is regular physical activity or regular exercise. What exercise is best for heart? Whatever suits you. What we need our circulation well in our body. So the best exercise I consider is walking, and if possible brisk walking for at least 30 to 45 minutes per day for at least 6 days a week. If you like, you can go for aerobics, you can go for light or heavy exercise in gym if your doctor allows. You can even go for jogging or running. You can go for yoga or calisthenics, any exercise you like. You can go for cycling, etc. But the thing is that at least 30 to 45 minutes there should be good amount of physical activity, which is a part of routine daily activity in your daily routine. The other very important aspect of controlling our blood pressure is making our diet right. So what should we avoid? We should avoid high salt intake, we should avoid high fat intake, high intake of processed foods, and what we should take instead is whole grains, fiber, and more fruits and vegetables, and low fat dairy product without sugar. Sugar and all the sugar drinks are one of the main dangers and one of the main slow killers of our modern times. And sugar and all the processed sugars in our drinks should be completely avoided. Number 3, we should completely give up tobacco containing products. It may be smoke tobacco or smokeless tobacco. Nicotine or tobacco in all forms has to be given up in its entirety. And we should never forget to manage the stress of our daily life well. It may be financial, social, or family pressure, any type of stress. We should manage it well. We should live a stress-free life, and at the end of the day we should be happy while we go off to sleep. Coming to sleep, Yes, 6 to 7 hours of sound sleep every day is very important, and it has to be ingrained in your daily routine that we go to bed at same time every day, and we get up early in the morning at the same time every day, and then go off to our daily routine, which has to have all these components of exercise and proper diet and lack of stress, and that is how we control most of our blood pressure. We prevent blood pressure from happening, and already if we have blood pressure, we can save ourselves from getting medication off and on, and we can even control our blood pressure without the medication.